everyone, this is Sherry Rice Smith of EFT for Christians. I'm going to give you another tapping tip. We'll call this tapping tip number 2, and it's around habits. So what personal habits do you have that you would like to change? Do you bite your nails? Maybe you talk too fast? Do you use foul language and you prefer not to do that? Do you have impatience with kids or grandkids? Maybe you're a messy housekeeper, and it could be any of those and any habit of your own choice, something that you would like to change and that you prefer that you don't do. So carve out some tapping time to sit down to work on this. To begin, tap a few rounds without any words at all. Just tap a little to settle yourself down and get yourself into that lower brainwave state, alpha state. And then ask the Holy Spirit exactly what this habit is all about. What's underneath it? What's causing it to come about? So if any memories come, tap on those first. Let's say perhaps your house isn't as clean as you want. How did your mom keep a house? Maybe her house was a mess. And it could be that there were 6 kids tearing it up. But what were her feelings and thoughts on that? How did that make you feel? Did she make you do all the housework? Was that dumped on one of your other siblings? Or did it just stay a wreck? And that's just one small example. Anything can come to mind. So, and how does this habit make you feel? Tap all those emotions to a 0, suds. Do them one at a time. So let's say you have anger, you have frustration, and you have resentment that all come up about whatever your habit is. Take each of them one at a time, suds them, set them up, name the emotion and the place in your body where you feel it, and tap until that suds drops out to a 0. And then watch and see what happens, because sometimes once you get those out of the way, the memories do start to coming up. And if any extra memories come to mind, have some paper next to you, write them down, and tap each memory one at a time, and completely neutralize all the emotions that are in there. Now, you could also do something that I call, and I'm sure other people call it too, oppositional tapping. So you could imagine yourself having to do this habit 24/7, 365, like it's the thing you have to do all the time, constantly, and you have no time whatsoever to do anything else in your life. So that would mean you never could sit down and eat a meal, you could never go bowling, you could never take a drive in the car, you couldn't go grocery shopping. All you could do is this habit that you so detest, do it every single minute of every single day for the rest of your life. And I almost can guarantee you're going to have feelings, and a lot of them come up around that. So write those emotions down, suds those all, and then tap those to a 0. Now, the second part of this is then next imagine that you can never, ever, ever do this habit again. And you'll be surprised how that will do 2 things. That will either bring up no emotion, it will bring up pure relief, or you will have a ton of emotions about that because there's other stuff wrapped up in it. And it's often that the emotions on both sides of this equation are exactly the same. However, we know that they're different aspects. So should you have some feelings around you can never, ever, ever, ever do this again, this habit, and it can be a habit or a thought. It can be anything that annoys the heck out of you. Tap all of those emotions to a 0 also. All right, guys, come back if you give this a try and tell us about your success story. All right, God bless you. And I pray for you every day. I'm hoping God heals you very, very quickly. Bye-bye.